But here's your fun fact of the day if you want to get all scientific and nerdy. He put up an athletic score of 9.99 out of 10 at the combine. That ranks 4th out of the 2,480 cornerbacks from 1987 to 2025. Unreal. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hope all of you having a great end to your week. Hope all of you having a great Friday night. If not, hope this video can make it a little bit better. Man, oh man, day 2 of the combine is officially in the books. As to when I'm speaking, it just got done wrapping up, and believe it or not, I actually watched the entire combine. It was pretty long, but at the same time, it was really interesting, and there's a lot we got to talk about. So if you don't know what we're going to do in this video, it's a relatively simple process. We did it yesterday. This is like part 2. Today was your defensive backs and tight ends. Yesterday was, why am I drawing a blank? Well, oh yeah, defensive linemen and linebackers. We're going to talk about the biggest winners, and this little teaser at the beginning of the video, some of the names I'm going to throw out there, it's going to shock you. At the same time, we're going to talk about the biggest losers, and let me throw this out there right now before I forget. I cannot sit up here and talk about and dissect every single player. There's going to be some guys that did good or probably worthy of being in this video that I'm not going to talk about, and vice versa. And I'm really curious. Let me know in the comment section down below who you thought performed really well today. And by the way, what is this comment on yesterday's video? Hunter wrote, Matt B. Diddy. Number 1, why did you write this? And number 2, why does it have 8 likes? And then under it, you got Gary putting the hashtag. I mean, what are we doing? David Grossman said, Matt B. Fat, not my name, you're an absolute monster. What were your combine numbers? Did you break 6 seconds in the 40-yard dash? Man, don't even get me started on the White Randy days. You already know White Randy before the career-ending injury was running. I can't remember. It was either low 4.3, high 4.2, around that area. That's a different conversation for a different day. Let's get back on track. First things first, we're going to start with our defensive backs. And good googly moogly, Maxwell Hairston ran a 4.28. Heading into the draft, this was a guy who most people had going anywhere from the 3rd to 4th round. But it looks like more likely he's going to be early 3rd round or late 2nd, maybe even mid to early 2nd, who knows? I harped on it in yesterday's video. I'm going to say it again. You will notice a trend with these videos. We are going to emphasize and just continue to rant and rave about these 40 times because speed is so important in the NFL. There's 2 main reasons I'm going to focus on these 40 times so much. Number 1 is what these scouts and teams are prioritizing when it comes to picking a player. And number 2, you can't coach speed. If a DB struggles when it comes to tackling, zone, man coverage, it's not necessarily fine, but he can improve on that. He can get better. Here's one thing you can't do as an athlete or a person. Be faster. You just can't do that. Speed is something that you can't work on. It is purely and solely God-given talent and ability. To Maxwell Hairston, congratulations. You more than likely, unless something crazy happens, secure generational wealth. Oh yeah, by the way, he has pretty good tape as well, so it's not like this is some scrub-a-dub-dub running a 4.28. No, he can play ball. Second biggest winner of the day, defensive back from Iowa State, Darian Porter, ran a 4.340. But here's your fun fact of the day if you want to get all scientific and nerdy. He put up an athletic score of 9.99 out of 10 at the combine. That ranks 4th out of the 2,480 cornerbacks from 1987 to 2025. Unreal. To go on top of that, this year in college football, he allowed a passer rating of 4.7. Yeah. That's beyond insane. It's utterly ridiculous. It is more than safe to say Darian Porter made some extra doubloons today. Congratulations. Another one of our big-time winners today. He was a beast when he was playing at Georgia. Malachi Starks. What you're looking at right here speaks for itself. He is the cream of the crop at the safety position. He recorded the fastest top speed among safeties in not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 different drills. But more importantly, he looked smooth when he was doing the drills, and I'd say he was the best in the one drill where they do the back pedal and the 45-degree break. And I get it, nobody's out there, but the one thing that jumps off of the TV screen to me is his ball skills. When that ball's in the air, he attacks it like a wide receiver. He don't attack it like a normal defensive back. If you're Malachi Starks, you gotta be feeling good because he did his thing today. And the last winner I'm going to throw in there when it comes to the defensive backs, Trey Amos out of Ole Miss. Ran a 4.43 40-yard dash, but man, oh man, did he look comfortable out there. Whoa. Hold on. Hold your horses, partner. You didn't think I forgot to mention him, did you? I saved one of the best for last. Nick Emmanwori. Emmanwori went off. Yeah, I'm throwing in a bonus one in there because I already know some people were flying to the comment section saying, man, what about Nick? I did not forget about this young man. He ran a 4.38 40-yard dash, but maybe the most impressive thing he did today was a 43-inch standing vert. What? We're not talking about a guy who's like 5'11", 6 foot. No, he's 6'3", 220 pounds. That is ridiculous. I have no idea how high he could potentially go, but I will say this. He couldn't have dreamt of a better day. And this is why the combine is so beneficial for players like this, because he just made an extra couple $1 million guaranteed. Let's talk about our biggest losers when it comes to defensive backs. For starters, Kobe Bryant, terrible 40 time. I, for one, actually like Kobe Bryant, but that 40 time is going to hurt him. 4.53. His measurables weren't exactly great, and here's where things get controversial. Let's talk about it for just a second. For me, myself, I'm not a professional NFL scout, but this is how I've always looked at things. I value tape, game film, whatever you want to call it, way more than drills like this. However, some of these scouts out here, they really value these drills and how you look doing them. I'll give you a good example of what I'm talking about. It's like Shedeur Sanders. I would not care if Shedeur Sanders was throwing in the combine and he went over 100. Wouldn't care. Wouldn't change my opinion. Why wouldn't it change my opinion? Because I saw what he did in this most recent season at Colorado. I've seen the guy play against competition on the field. Not drills, not thrown at the combine, but real live game action. So for guys like Kobe Bryant, there is that argument that I know some people are going to bring up, and I get it 100%. Another loser, even though he had a good 40 time, Barron from Texas. He had terrible measurables. His arms were measured under 30 inches. Not what you like to see out of a defensive back. Let's move along here to our tight ends. Gunnar Helm. Whew. You want to talk about hurting your draft stock. Yikes, man, yikes. 4.84 40-yard dash. And what's really sad about that is he looks like a 4'6", 4'7" guy. And it goes back to what we were just talking about. I love Gunnar Helm. He has great tape. Turn the film on. He looks way faster than 4.84. However, numbers never lie. Men lie, women lie, but numbers, they will never lie. It's the cold hard facts. I'm not going to hold you. Me personally, I would be willing to overlook that 4.84 just due to what I saw him do this year. But that's me. Let me know in the comment section how you feel about Helm. Let's talk about some of our winners. First things first, Terrence Ferguson from Oregon. He destroyed everything. He had the best 40 time, 4.63. Guy's a monster, and they was pushing a sled, and he made that look like it was nothing. And everyone else was struggling with it, and he just shoved it out of the way like it was a freaking, I don't know, garbage can or something like that. Ferguson did himself a ton of favors. I wouldn't be shocked if he goes in the first round. Another guy that comes to my mind is Mitchell Evans from Notre Dame. Didn't have a great 40 time, wasn't the fastest, wasn't the most explosive, but I love what I saw out of him. You want to talk about another individual who had a field day? Tight end from LSU, Mason Taylor. You know when you're watching a group of people do something, do a task, and you can tell that one guy's just way ahead of everybody else? That was Mason Taylor in most of the drills. He did himself a lot of favors today. And last but not least, when it comes to tight ends, C.J. Dupree from Alabama. This is an interesting cat because he didn't have a lot of receiving yards this year. However, he's a really good football player. It's one of those things where Alabama had Jalen Milroe. They weren't a very good passing team. So, yeah, he just didn't get the ball a lot. And Alabama barely threw it to the tight ends at all. He's got great size, got great hands. He's an excellent blocker, and he also had one of the fastest 40 times with a 4.7. I think Dupree's going to be one of those guys that plays in the NFL for 8 to 10 years and turns into a fan favorite for whatever team he goes to. And our last winner out of the tight end bunch is Thomas Fadone, tight end out of Nebraska. That guy's insane. He had a 10.6 broad jump. I did see some people saying that Tyler Warren hurt his draft value because he had a short wingspan, but to be honest, I don't really care about that. There's many more things I can say. I am trying to hurry up and get this video edited and uploaded so you guys can watch it on your Friday night. We will be continuing this, doing day 3 tomorrow. So, yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Let me know your thoughts down below. But, bye-bye.